Guys, what's going on? F1 My Pawn here, and welcome back to Create Arcane Engineering. Since we last left off, if I do recall correctly, we had managed to go on a mining trip, we managed to get Silk Touch, and ultimately just a few other, miscellaneous things, nothing too crazy, but ultimately it was just getting prepared for what this stream is going to be for. For this stream, what we're going to be doing is we are going to be obtaining both a tree farm and a mushroom farm. These should be relatively easy to accomplish as far as I'm concerned. We just more so need to set up an area for them. But I digress. Without further ado, let's get into things and see what happens. So, for these farms, obviously we're going to need a big chest, and we're going to have to deal with the overflow, which is going to be a problem no matter what we do. So, we are going to have to create a setup that allows us to not only store the items, but also get rid of any excess that we come across. There is ways to do this, and we can construct them if we have the right materials. But we need to have an infinite source of certain things if we want to prepare those various things in a reasonable manner. To give you a rough idea, we need runes, which is a counterpart that is used in these chests in order to basically... we need runes that will help us delete the excess, because there is void runes, if I recall correctly. So if we type in void, it should sort it out in given a minute. Having a bit of lag issues, give me a second while we wait for everything to load. Just gonna take some time. I can't really fix that, but I digress. We should be able to fix this up quite nicely, given a minute. That's assuming the game doesn't crash on us, in which case I'm gonna have to reload. But it's fine. We'll figure it out. Alright, game, come on. Okay. I think it might have crashed. I hope it didn't, but, hard to say. Yeah, no, it crashed. Damn it. Alright, well, give me a hot minute. I'm gonna have to reload. Yeah, close the program. We'll reload. It's all good. Yep. Alright. Apologies for that. I wasn't exactly expecting it to crash, but, it happens from time to time. I'm not too surprised. We should be able to manage all the same, though. All we really gotta do is just wait for it to load back up now. There we go. Now it's open. And now we just wait for it to load. Sucks that it crashed, but, that's just life. Shouldn't take us a minute to load things in. Yeah, there you go. Loading in isn't actually that big a deal. Like, it takes like a few minutes, give or take some. Well, not even that. It takes like a minute less. Regardless. Let's get back into the world, and hopefully it won't crash on us this time. Of course, we're going to have to leave the inventory alone for a little bit, so... Once we leave the inventory alone and all that jazz, it should just run properly. But we'll see. We'll see. Alright, nice. 100%. Should be good to go. Alright, we're joining the world, and we should be good. There we go. Alright. Now, keep in mind, we haven't even touched the magic aspect of this mod pack, to be fair. So we're not even done like, anywhere close. Alright, we're getting into the lag now, so after this lag spike, we should be good. Alright, there we go. Okay, now it's starting to run. Alright, let's check our inventory here. We got a bit of items that we've got to sort out. But overall, it's not too bad. Yep. Alright, now we're getting into the speed. Good. Alright, first order of business. Let's start by sorting out our items here, because we got a lot of stuff in here that we need to go through and smelt. Never mind, we gotta put some stuff away, so let's go in here for a start. And let's just dump a bunch of our stuff in here for now. Here we go. That should be a good start to the situation. We need a... We don't necessarily need a stack of podzol, but we are going to need the Crimson Blackstone and the Nylium. I mean, I could use Bonemeal and spread it onto some netherrack, but whatever. It's fine. Regardless, we have got a lot of stuff that we've got to empty out here. We're just going to take the lot here. Okay, there we go. That's almost everything. We will just toss the majority in here. Like so. We don't need a contraption just yet, per se. We can get the blast furnaces out, though. Because we can use these blast furnaces and place them right here. Just have more that we can work with. Cook these up. There we go. Toss those in there. Alright. We will toss the tough into here, I guess. Bada boom. Alright. We've got processed, well, technically processed goods and unprocessed. We're going to take the amethyst out. We're going to take the blocks out here. Because it's clear there's a multitude of resources that we can utilize here. Okay, we've got processed copper, we've got unprocessed. Certus quartz blocks can go together. We've got jade, we can put the onyx in here, we can put the iron. And now it's time for the raw aspects here. We're going to grab literally everything here. As much as we can, anyways. Okay, we're going to need to rest real quick, so that way we can at least keep with the morning routines. Because we got a lot of processing to do right now. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to toss an iron up here. Throw in a stack. Hey. There we go. Oh, fucker. Should probably clear out the creepers before we go any further. God dang it. Well, there goes a hole in the lawn. Great. We're gonna have to make something to alleviate that then. Alright, we are going to need... Let's put some stuff away here, actually, before we continue. Mainly the stuff that we can't smelt. Alright, there we go. Sort that out. Let's see. We need to grab all the smeltables. We'll take the blocks of coal, because we can use those for actual smelting. Can we cook sulfur? I don't think we can. Yeah, sulfur can make that. Niter, I don't think we actually need. Let's see. A block of... Okay, apparently Niter isn't even listed, which is really weird, but whatever. Regardless, I'm going to take all this, take a stack, put it in here, stack, put it in here, and a stack in there. There we go. Just rinse and repeat till we've cleared this out. There we go. Okay, there we go. We weren't able to get a full stack and everything, but that's fine. We can just easily do this, split it into 4 here. There we go. Then we'll do the same here. Done. Alright, then we do the gold here. Alright, 32, 32, 32, and 32. Then 16s. There we go. And put an extra 16 in here, I suppose. Take the coal here. There we go. Just get some extra bits here. There we go. And because we don't need to worry too much about whether the stacks separate or not, we should be fine. We're going to get a ton of resources as a result of this. That's fine, though. No! Damn it! Ugh. Little... Ah. Okay, well, regardless, we can put this here. We should be fine. Only got a meager loss. There we go. We'll have to make do with that, but god dang creepers. It's not one thing, it's another thing. Okay, let's get some more dirt, because, you know, don't exactly want to leave that, you know, barred up. Or disgusting, rather. There we go. Okay, there we go, and cleared. To that end, make sure we clean this hole up. Nope. Ah! God, where are these creepers coming from? Is my zone literally just a mine for creepers today? Like, geesh. It's not one thing, it's another. God. Well, I don't think I have enough dirt now, but... goddamn. Yeah. Yeah, we need more dirt now. God dang it. Oh well. We'll stick another set of stacks here. Okay, we'll send another stack here. Send one here and one gold. Send one here and one iron. And one here and one more iron. There we go. Alright. Now we do tin. And we got zinc as well, if we want that as well. Here we go, we can get into 32s. But yeah, no, these things are working hard, getting their points in. There we go, we can get it up to 8s here. trying my best to split them up as much as I possibly can. Okay, we can get it into 8 here. Put in some lead here. Alright, so we can get an 8 here. We can get 7 and 1. There we go. This is 3. Oops. That should be 16. So put the 16 in here. There we go. And then put another 8 across the board. There we go. And we've got 5, 3, and 2. Not including the rest in here, naturally. But we'll just put the excess in there for now. It's not like we need it right now. Besides, we got bigger fish to cook, to say the least. We're going to take the charcoal, or the coal here, though. Because we are going to need that to keep the process going. This should help keep the thing fueled, at least. And there we go. That's going to slowly work its magic. It's got a lot of resource in there, so we should be able to take advantage of that. We don't technically need the iron, but it's still, you know, worth keeping and utilizing. You never know. And mind you, this isn't even all the resources that we could use. So the rest is going to go in here, just stuff everything in. Okay, we will take this, take out the charcoal, put that in, there we go. The zinc can go in here. Let's keep the axe, toss into ruby. The raw stuff we can put away, there we go. And I guess we'll take out this diamond pickaxe and put in the aquamarine. Drigme shards we will keep on us. And the rest can go in here. Let's auto-sort that. Alright, now we've basically done the majority of what we need. Now we need the other aspect of things. Alright. So, first order of business. We need a bunch of, well, always need a lot of warped fungus and whatnot, so we're going to start with the mushroom farm first. Because the mushrooms come first, obviously, and we need them to be used to grow things. So for now, we're going to start by vein mining these pieces here, because we don't need this area now. But we are going to use this as a template for what we need to build for the future. Here we go. Now we are going to need to get some food, so we'll put this here. And we need to get our steaks here. This should help us cope for a while, until we're good. We'll sleep, so that way we don't have to worry about the rain anymore. Done is done. Alright. With that, though, we now need to set up the farms. So, as for where we set up the farms, I think it would be ideal if we set up a nice little area on the other side here. Oh, right, I actually got rid of my, yeah, I got rid of the boots that allow me to run on water, which sucks a little bit, but it could be worse. But yeah, no, what I'm thinking is I set up the farms somewhere around here. Just out of the way, out of sight. Well, less out of sight, but more in the words. If I set it up around here, it'd be ideal. If we set up near the waterway, we should be fine to set up like a little zone. So here's how I'm thinking I do it. So first we're going to need, obviously, the border. So we're looking for a inside of, I want to say 7 by 7, so we need a 9 by 9 zone to work with. As for how we're going to make this zone, we're going to aim to try and balance between here. So we need to be on this level, so let's cut this. Alright. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So 1, 2. Okay, so this is going to be the... Well, actually, I don't even need to go that far, even. I can do something even better. Hold on. We are going to need some dirt in order to prevent the flow from going down. Just a little bit. But we are going to need to set something up here. So give me a hot minute. I'm going to need to get some dirt as a foundation. Thankfully, we do have a means to get that. And we got a nice little shovel to help us along the way. So just quickly purge the land of as much dirt as possible. Okay, grab everything here. I have to destroy the leaves as we go, but that's fine. If it means we can use this dirt to accomplish great things, we should be fine. And it helps with the terraforming a little bit as well, so that's nice. I do believe the leaves are spreading, but I don't know if that's a fact or not. Regardless, should be fine all the same. We got a relatively sizable amount of dirt. This is going to help a little bit. There we go. That'll get rid of the flow here. Let's see. We want to go from here. So this is 1, 3, 5. So this is the 5 point. So ideally we want a block in the middle here. So yeah, no, we're going to break these. And we're actually going to replace these with earth slime. To set the area on where I want to plant the trees. So we'll place these here. There we go. Grab the dirt because we can. Gonna be handy after all if we do this. Okay, now we get the dirt here. And I do believe we have open air, so this is fine. Okay, now the question is, will this grow, is the question. It should, is the thing. We just need to get the mushrooms. We also need to get a bit of bone meal to test the waters, essentially. But hey, once we test the waters, we should be fine. Alright, off we go. Okay, we need the mushrooms. Where are they? Well, we've got the Crimson and Warped, but we need the normal versions first. Here they are. Alright, we got brown mushrooms and we got red mushrooms. Exactly what we needed. Okay, we will start with a red mushroom. Oh, right, we need a bone meal. Where is it? Here we go. Ton of bone meal here. This should do. And if this does work and we don't lose the bottom part of the tree, or the bottom part of the dirt, we should be fine. But we will see. We will see. Alright. Podzol goes... You know what, actually? I do want to build this one block back, though. Okay, that's not working. So I'm just going to break that, make it easier on us. Okay. Done and done. Alright, here we go. Now, Earth Slime Crystal around here. There we go. That's going to be our border. We're going to place Podzol here. Mushroom goes right here. And we're just going to let that grow naturally. It's going to go into a 5x5 area, so we're just going to give it a block of distance here. And there we go. So it's going to grow, branching out from here to here, I believe. Maybe even here, so that's why I'm giving it extra space. We're going to give it one more expansion here with, I guess I could actually put a mushroom lamp here. Why not? To give it a bit of a border to work with. Regardless, we will do 2 blocks here. And then we will do more of Slime Crystal to set up the second part of the farm here of mushrooms. We don't necessarily need a large farm, but we just need a farm of these mushrooms here. So we're just going to set the Podzol up. We already got red mushrooms, now we need the brown mushrooms. That'll go there. Now we just place the dirt in. Okay. Okay, we're going to close that off. Going to break this. And we're going to slowly just do that. Alright, that will close off the area, but that's fine. Okay, so that's 2 blocks off. Let's put this... There we go. Now we do the earth slime once again. But unlike the other one, we actually use this for... Let's use Crimson Blackstone as the focus here. And then we will have one more that is going to be situated further up here. And then we should be good. So 2... That... 2... Earth Slime... There we go. And we will make this one, in particular, Nylium. There we go. These are going to be the 4 components for which we build our our buildings with, so it's kind of required. But all the same, we should be fine. I do believe that both the Warped Nylium and the Overgrown Crimson is not going to be negatively affected by these. So we should be good. Here we go. Alright, well, for now, let's just enclose this area here. Make it look nice, at least. Might as well, right? This is going to be a means for us to produce the various woods that we're going to need for this build. So, platforming is quite literally everything here. Okay, we've ran out of dirt. So that could be worse, to be fair. We're going to use this chance to get some rest in. And we should be good. Alright, we'll nap in the house here. where the villagers should have been staying, but whatever. Safety was not a priority for the two that were here last, so yeah, we'll be fine. Okay. Right, we need to get some more dirt. That shouldn't be too hard. I mean, we've got means to get it after all. There we go. Just mow the lawn here. We've got, you know, more dirt if we ever need it, so it's not a big deal if we lose some. Or if we need to get more anyways, I should say. There we are. Ton of dirt so far has been proven quite beneficial. Got some grass growing, but we can easily just trim the edges here. Alright. So far, so good. It's a very clean lot, I must admit. Alright, yep, that's 4 stacks worth of dirt. We can now just start placing, and we should be good. Grab this. And there we go. Just continue to go along here, and we should be good. Bada boom. Quickly get these done. Alright, there we go. We're then just gonna spam these. Okay. Alright, now we get the rest of the dirt here. Nice. Alright, there we go. It's a bit of a crude method of going about things, but whatever. It's not like I'm trying to go deeper here. We're just trimming the edges to make it more beneficial to us. And worst case, we can always just recreate the area a little bit and go from there. I'm a little worried about creepers, but I mean, whatever. It's not going to be that bad. Alright. Just slowly encapsulate these areas here. Break this down. Bada boom. Alright. So far, so good. We'll have to break these bits here, but that's fine. We'll have to also break this leaf bit here, but could be worse. There we go. Alright, almost there. On clearing the land a little bit, anyways. Okay, grab the last stack of dirt. I don't think it's going to be enough to fill the entire lot here, but whatever. We are simply just preparing things for the, you know, eventual build. Well, future builds that are going to be coming in. Okay, 38. It's still something. Seven. There we go. Now we've got everything except for the growth of the Crimson and Nylium shrooms. Now if we can just trim this a little bit, we should be good. We don't need to go all the way, we just need to trim the edges here, more than anything. At least large enough that, it's not going to be in the way. Okay, there we go. That should break those guys. There we go. Alright, there we go. Do we need to go one further? We should probably go one further just to be careful. Or just in case, more than anything. There we go. That should help a lot in regards to the farming. Alright, now. We've got the setups for the Nylium. We've got the setup for the Crimson. We just need to set up the rest. So the biggest thing that we need to do is we need to deposit certain materials in, and of course we need to make sure we delete excess that we don't want. So we're going to need to get a hopper on the bottom, preferably associated with the omnidirectional ones, so that way we can deposit certain resources into a trash chute while we can keep the important stuff. Now, of course, if we do it right, we can get infinite X material, but we'll have to see what we come across, so really just hit or miss on what we get. Grab all the dirt and move it into its proper chest. Get some sorting in, after all. Get these. And these. There we go. That should help a little bit with sorting. Not a lot, but eh. It's dirt. Okay. With that out of the way, now we can get the other mushrooms that we need. So, we don't need warped wart as far as I'm concerned. But we do need the other two types of mushrooms, which are not in here, but we can find them in one of these chests, I know. Or at least I believe. Okay, nothing in there. We've got crimson fungus, and now we need the Nylium fungi. I know there's some in one of these chests at least. Seems like we've got extra coal which we can use, but for now... I know we have, yep, we got crimson fungi in here, and we got warped fungi in there. We're looking for the tealish red mushrooms, basically, alongside the reddish mushrooms. Either I'm blind or I don't see it. Nope, there's nothing in there. Nothing there. Nothing there. Okay, so we are actually lacking in warped fungus, apparently. Kind of surprised, but not too surprised, to be honest. Regardless, we will take this. And let's go plant our fungi. So that way we've got these set up for later. Alright. Alright, put the Nylium there. Put the crimson there. And those guys are going to grow eventually, given time. I'm not sure how long it's going to take, but we will still make a system dedicated to these guys in order to get farming set up for them. Going to take time, no matter what, obviously. But we should be able to make something work here. So here's how we're going to be doing this. We are going to first utilize a fan to provide a power source, a very meager power source, because this entire setup requires a very little setup on our part. We just need to basically get everything ready for it. Give me a hot minute. I'm going to take a small 5-minute break, but when I return, I will get back into things. I'm just feeling a little unwell, but maybe some pills will help me feel better, but I digress. I'm going to take a small 5-minute break, and when I return, I will get back into things. I digress. I'll see you guys in 5 minutes. Okay, I am now back. Apologies for the delay. I just need to do one more thing real quick. Okay, there we go. Alright, apologies for being silent there for like a few minutes. I just had to chew some tablets, and I'm now good to go. Alright. So, what I'm doing currently is I'm making some kinetic mechanisms, because I do believe I need to make some fans. Now, fans have two purposes. Of course, we've seen one of the purposes, which is actually, well, as you can see, it's been used to make power here, but there's another method that you can utilize encased fans for. And that is a method of slow but possible power. Sure, I could use a hamster wheel or something like that, but that's not the intended goal here. We're looking to make a small power that's relatively quiet, that doesn't require too much effort to make. Probably something with heat more than anything. Yeah. But yeah, you can use it to cook things and, yeah, items caught in there, you can cook. You can use smoking, you can use water. It does not affect, the speed does not affect how, processing speed, it only affects range. It can apply to belts here. It can also apply here as well. But there is a specific machine, if I recall correctly, that allows us to create power from pretty much nothing. So let's see. If I recall correctly, there is a machine that allows us to generate power from heat, I think. I just can't remember what it was. It's been a while. We are going to need the storage interfaces, though, so that is going to be a given. Mechanical rollers. Oh, hello. There we go, just deal with you before you become a problem. Alright, where was it? Now, I would utilize windmill sails, but I do believe these actually do a lot of lag, so using these are not the most ideal. I would have used it otherwise, but no, it's not the smartest move for us, I do believe. I don't know, honestly. I thought the kinetic fan was what we were looking for. Attached to the front of an encased fan to distribute its effects on entities in all directions. Cool. Okay. You know what? Worst case, I could just use a water wheel. It's not like it's going to be hard to do a water wheel. Like, we could easily just do a large water wheel and then have, like, water encircling the area that it's working in. So, we have options beyond that. So, why not take advantage of it? So, with that in mind, then, I guess we also got the option of using the other thing, which is a starbuncle wheel. Now, how do we make starbuncle wheels? We need a water wheel and starbuncle shards. Obtained by giving a wild starbuncle a gold nugget. That shouldn't be too hard if we find one. I mean, aren't they in, like, forests last I saw? They're pretty distinct, after all. They're the, weird creatures that I've been seeing around, I do believe. Where are they? I mean, I could always grab another starbuncle, but we do have bees nearby, so that's interesting. Okay, where are they? Okay, got chicken. I mean, worst case, I could always just investigate around here, because there's a lot of plain that we can work with. And I roughly know what we're looking for anyways. Keyword roughly. Oh, whoops. Zombie piglin managed to get up here, apparently. Interesting. Ow. Alright, whatever. We're not too hard-pressed on finding them. Right now, we could just have one available. And worst case, we can find some more starbuncle things, and we can go from there. But I do believe with this, we can provide ourselves some power. We're going to grab these shafts. We're going to grab the cogwheels here. We could also make more cogwheels while we're at it. We might as well, right? This is going to require some wood here. But it shouldn't be too much of a hard ask here. I mean, if we just take this, there we go. And we put these here. There we go. Boom. That should be enough for now. We don't exactly need the world of shafts here. We just need enough to provide power, essentially. And depending how things go, we probably won't even need that much power to boot. So, should be fine. Alright. Now, how am I going to power this, or how am I going to set this up? Because I do recall what I need. I just need to set up the machine properly, really. Because we need a rotation, essentially. Or a rotating device, if I will. Or if I say. I'm just trying to recall what that requires, though, is the thing. Because it could require anything, as far as I'm concerned. Toss in these and this. There we go. Alright. So before we go any further, we've got the, components there, but we are going to need four things. Well, we're going to need four saws, one for each type of material that we're going to be doing. We're also going to need four of those placers, I believe, whatever they're called, the ones with the items with the hands. so that way we can place mushrooms in, because we will need a constant surplus of mushrooms of each varying type in order to keep the demand going. And of course we will need the deposit area, which will get rid of anything excess that we don't need and keep the required items, whilst deleting the excess, of course. Alright. I mean, worst case, we could also get the Starbuncle Wheel to run all 4 of them, or just even go as far as using a single water wheel, a large one, because those provide a lot of power, and have been providing power for this machine to boot, which has actually reached its full capacity. Kind of impressed, I must admit. Let's see. We are going to need a void for sophisticated storage, so we are going to get some upgrade bases here. So let's get some iron, let's get some wood. Alright, iron. Let's get some logs, turn those into wood. We can at least make this upgrade base. There we go. And let's see, advanced void upgrade. Has more filtering options. If we go with the advanced version, that's probably for the best. We'll go with Ender Pearl. Let's see. So we need an Ender Pearl, which should be in our inventories. Worst case, we've got Ender Pearl fragments, which we can use. Which I do believe if... Can you make these? Yes, you can. Okay, so I've just done it wrong. There we go. Boom. 3 Ender Pearls. Never hurts to have. But yeah, so we need 1 Ender Pearl. We need 3 Obsidian. I do believe the Obsidian was in here last I checked. Yep. 3 Obsidian? Yep, 3 Obsidian and 2 Redstone. Alright, put these here, 2 Redstone in here. There we go, we've got ourselves a void upgrade. And now, we need a advanced void upgrade. So, 3 Redstone. 2 gold and 1 diamond. Thankfully, we got plenty of diamonds, we got plenty of gold. And we're cooking plenty as well, so that's another addition. Bada boom. Here we go, advanced void upgrade. Alright. Allow a single slot to be filled with the item and voids anything that overflows. Works in GUI as well. I think that works. Allows single slot to be filled with the item and voids anything that overflows. Okay, there we go. So as long as we just don't overflow anything, we should be fine. Oh, no. Okay, so it only lasts for, like, one block. Okay. Never mind. Whatever. Me trying to figure out the filtering system is only gonna make my head hurt, so whatever. What I'd probably have to do is, I'd probably place a normal barrel here, or like a normal basic iron barrel, and then I place the gold barrel on the bottom here. So we'd need a filtering point here, essentially. Which isn't too much of an ask. We just need to do a bit of finagling here. Regardless, that shouldn't be too tall of an issue. Alright, so let's get a simple barrel. We need a sophisticated storage oak barrel. We don't need anything upgraded wise. We just need one that's basic as basic can get. Preferably of the dark oak variety, but you know how it be. Okay. Get a bit of redstone here. Single glowstone torch. Boom. Dark oak barrel. Bada boom. We're also going to need a hopper, because that's going to be required. So we're going to need a chest. Bada boom. We've got the iron already on us, so we can just do this. There we go. We got the hopper. No need to make this too complicated. We just now need to set up the barrel here. Like, well, we're going to need to take out the... remove that there. There we go. Oh. Consider using packing tape or break it while sneaking to skip this check. Let's see. Packing tape. Alright, so packing tape. Paper and glue. Or, slime. Easy enough to do, I suppose. Okay, let's see. Paper, paper, paper. We've got sugarcane. We could easily turn that into paper. Bada boom. We are then going to get these sky slime balls here. And there we go. We've got 3 packing tapes. Put the rest away for now. There we go. Now, put in the dark oak barrel here. Put in this. We avoid the overflow here. There we go. It lasts until we get 64, I do believe. And then we place the thing here. There we go. And with that, we then take the hopper here. Bada boom. We then encase this entire area, so that way we don't have to see it again. Like so. And yeah, so anything excess, we just ignore in this dark oak barrel. And as a result, we get a full chest without having to worry about the issues of getting a near infinite amount in this one. So there you go. A little modification to our upgrade, but otherwise, it does work as intended. But yeah, no, I'm getting distracted. I've got to now do the machine, so we're going to need to get our mechanisms here to get everything set up. Alright, we're going to take this. We don't need the andesite right now, but we are going to need to use it anyways. Put one in there. Put one in there. We've got plenty of this going, so we should be fine. Toss in that, and toss in the andesite. There we go. Put in the andesite alloy here. We don't need the filter. at least take the 40 here. And off we go. Okay. Now, with that, we can get our mechanisms here. We're going to get the andesite casing. We are running low on andesite casing, but that's fine. Alright. We're going to need 4 at least to start out with. Because I do believe we're going to need multiple types of machines to get things ready. But again, should be fine. Alrighty. Now, I'll toss this tape in here because we'll probably need it in the future, but not right now. Right. Okay, to start out with, let's start by making the first machine, then we'll go from there. So we need a saw. A mechanical saw specifically. So now we need 6 iron and 1 copper to make the saw blade itself. There we go. So we need a saw mechanism. There we go. Now we need a item to deposit. Or we're going to need a chest. We're going to need a way to deposit these items and go from there. We'll probably use a barrel to set things up, so that way we can store the items. But then we're also going to need a thing to place the items as well. Preferably to take out and then put in. So hopefully we'll be able to make this work. So we need a... not tube, but... let's see. I know what we're looking for, per se. We're probably also going to need to even go as far as getting 2 barrels worth of stuff. But we need a portable storage interface, I do believe. And if we stone cut, we can get 2 of them. Okay, so if we stone cuts those, we can get that. Alright, we don't have a stone cutter though, so we're going to need to make one. Okay, a stone cutter requires 3... yeah, it's going to require 3 blocks of stone. I do believe we have stone. I just can't recall if we have it on us right now. We got 2 blocks of stone, but not 3. Can we turn stone slabs into stone? Let's see. It requires, okay, what can we do here? We can make a grindstone with that, but not an actual stone. Okay. Damn. Okay, we got 2 stone, but it's not enough, obviously. We actually do have stone now I think about it. We do have it. It's just in here. There we go. We'll grab a stack. Nothing too crazy. But the rest is cobblestone in there. There we go. Alright. 3 and 1 iron to get a stone cutter. There we go. We take the stone cutter and we make... I guess we need 4? Yeah, so we can make a rolling mill, we can make a weighted ejector, portable storage units. We can make harvesters, plows, tunnels, and funnels. But I do believe the most important, obviously, is going to be the portable storage interface here. And we need 2 of such things. There's going to be a very good reason for why we're getting 2, but yeah. We are going to need a barrel to store the items temporarily and then deposit them out. But ultimately, it shouldn't be that hard to accomplish what I've got in mind. It's going to be like a 4... I've got a rough idea on how it's going to work. At least, I think I do. Okay, we're gonna need a... not a turntable, I don't think. We need a not mechanical piston. Okay, what was it? I know what we're looking for. It's just a matter of actually figuring it out. It might even be a turntable. Hold on. Mechanical bearing. It might be that. Yep. Attaches to the block in front of them, and it turns it, which is exactly what we want. So we need a mechanical bearing, which requires andesite casing, a shaft, and a slab. Easily done. So get the andesite casing, shaft, and finally, the slab. We will get a normal slab from here somewhere. Maybe a stone slab could work? If it does, it does. If it don't, it don't. It don't. Okay. We need to go cheaper. We need wood. Here we go. Dark oak slab. Boom. Put this on top, and we got ourselves a mechanical bearing. With some glue, we can turn that into something even better. So we need to open this, get our glue out, put this back. Alright. Okay. Now, if I recall correctly, what I have to do is I have to... Well, I've got a rough idea on how I want to set it up, so I'll just show you. It's better that way, I think. Alright. So, mechanical bearing. We want that here. Now, if we were to set up a barrel, we want to place it right here. So the barrel is going to be facing upwards, most likely. We then want the saw to be facing this way. And depending on which rotation we go, we can either have the mushrooms be placed on this side or the other side. We are going to then use the portable interface here to be both on this side. We also... I think we also need the interface on, Yeah, no, we need to make the interface stack, I think. One barrel should be dedicated for resources, and the other shall be... Oh, is the interface different than what I'm thinking of? I think I might have gotten it wrong by mistake. No, I did. I got it right. It can be tricky to access. This component can interact with a storage without the need for the contraption. Place a second one with a gap of 1 or 2 blocks in between. And whether they pass each other, they will engage in transport. Yep. Items can now be inserted. Yep. Or extracted from the contraption. Okay. After no items have been exchanged for a while, the contraption will continue on its way. Alright. So, I guess we only really need 2, but we do need a hopper for 1. And we can put it on the side, I suppose. That should do the job that we're looking for. But it wholly depends on how this is going to rotate, so... Before we go any further, we're going to need to place the Starbuncle wheel. Place it there. Right, we are going to actually need to rotate it, so... So how do we do that? I guess we're going to need 2 big wheels. So here's how we're going to do it. We're going to get this wheel to large here. To rotate this way. And then from there, just add a single shaft. Wrong way. Hmm. Let's see. Can we get... like so. There we go. Now we just need to get the dirt in. Boom. Okay, Okay, it does require a bit of effort on our part, though. We might need to increase the, tension here, if we want it to work. Okay, the hull is a little bit tough, but we should be able to be fine. We just need to make it turn. That's the important part. So... okay, so we need to first start by adding a small one. And then going to a big one, I guess. So, small to a big, which will slow the rotation. To a small to a big. There we go. It's a little slower, but, I mean, we don't need this to be fast. Is it working? I don't think it is. It's probably because it hasn't got a block on it. Let's see. Okay, place the block there. Oh, I see. I have to connect it. Okay. So we need to set up a, we need to set up the barrel first. And then I do believe we can actually get it to move. I am worried that it's not growing. Because we've left it for quite a bit of time now. And it hasn't grown. So I feel like we're going to need to implement some sort of machine on the other side that is going to grow the mushrooms on their own terms. Probably with Bonemeal. And we'll have to see how that pans out. With that in mind, though, we're going to have to find a way to recycle, though, at that point, and get as much Bonemeal as possible. Regardless, I will figure out a solution in due time. For now, though, let's see. Okay. To start with, we are going to need to get a... well, I guess, you know, that's an idea. I could use a placer, and then I can go with that route. Which is also an option. That could work. It could work. We're going to need a barrel, then. So we're going to make a basic dark oak barrel. Because that's just how we've been doing things thus far. Let's put some mushrooms away for now. Or items away in general. There we go. So far, so good. Alright. Put the ender pearls away for now. Put the gold nuggets away. And let's see. What else do I need? Probably a lot of things, among the lot, but I digress. Okay. Okay. So put these here, I guess, for now. There we go. Just sort as much as we possibly can. We got iron that we don't need. Alright. Gonna need to get some redstone here. We'll grab the excess just so we can. Now let's make a basic dark oak barrel. This will help the connection. And then we are going to need 2 more mechanisms, I do believe, of these deployers, I do believe. And we need to make a filter. Well, we just need to make sure we filter in items every now and again. It's not going to be fully automatic, but it'll have to do. It appears our saw has broke. Okay, we'll toss in the last bit here. There we go. Grab those. We have lost our saw, but it's not too big a deal. We'll be fine. But anyways. Alright. We are going to need another andesite machine, I do believe, for this. There we go. Alright, that's 2 andesite machines. Now we need the pointers. Yep, we need brass hands. And they can be used to make deployers. So we need brass hands, which require 8 brass sheets and 2 andesite alloy. So we need to get our brass. At least 8 sheets of brass is going to be needed for this. And I guess while I'm at it, I can make a saw. So I will go about doing that real quick while I rest. Well, before I rest anyways. So let's go and quickly make a saw. Pretty simple stuff. Bada boom. Put that back into the machine here, and we should be good. Bada boom. Alright, it's getting dark now, so now we gotta rush back and get some rest before mobs come in. There we go. And there we are. Okay. With that out of the way, we can basically be done here. We're going to need 64 at least here. There we go. That's done. That is all the leftover andesite that we've got. Nice. Alright, now, if I recall correctly, we should be good. Now, we need the brass hands, right. I need to get the iron plates, or the brass plates, rather. There we go. Brass sheets have been acquired, now we just need the hands. So we take these, take the iron. Okay. Okay, here we go. Brass hand. Oh, it is those. Okay, never mind. Wrong material, but I digress. Easy fix. Bada boom. We got 2 deployers now. We want to dedicate one to one type of mushroom, and the other will be dedicated to another type of material. Probably Bonemeal. Just to make it easier for us to grow these things. So here's what we're going to do. We are going to set up the deployer here. We're going to set one here. And then we want to set up the barrel right here. There we go. Now, what is it rotating to? It's rotating... So it's rotating this way. So we want the red mushrooms here on this side. And we want to make sure that they are specifically only using the mushrooms here. There we go. From there, we now have another filter here that we want Bonemeal on. And it should plant Bonemeal in our place. So every time we need Bonemeal, we can basically just utilize this as a means to accomplish it. Now, of course, we need to superglue the entire thing together. Bada boom. Now, if we ever need to, we can just plant the red mushroom here, and we should be good, I think. At least I hope this is the case. Because I'm not 100% certain this will work. But we are going to need one more thing. We're going to need another barrel to essentially link it together. And we should be good. Overall, tedious but required in order to make the best mechanism there as much as we possibly can anyways. And mind you, this is only one of 4 that we have to manage. So if it works, then we can just basically duplicate the process. Of course, we're going to have to make sure we, you know, finagle with the design a little bit here and there, but we should eventually get to it, so. Worst case, we'll move it back one step and we should be fine, but ultimately it just comes down to just doing it right and making it right. Regardless, we'll make this. We need another barrel. Here we go. Nope, we need the dark oak barrel here. Boom. That should be enough. Now, hopefully this works. I suspect what we'll need to do is we will need to move the placement of the brass hands elsewhere. Like, we'll have to probably make it a little bit longer. But I do believe this design is right, in a sense. So we'll place that there. So the portable storage interface is going to suck in items from here. And we just need a hopper system to pop in the items from here. So that way we can filter it in and go from there. But I digress. Should be fine. Well, with that, all we gotta do is right-click. And, if this works as intended... Oh, whoops. I will need to stop that. Hold on. Alright, before we do go any further, what we're gonna do is... Okay, yeah, no, it's not working because it was placing here, specifically. Which is not what we want. So we're also going to need to set up a zone for where it's not going to Bonemeal anything else beyond what I've just done. Besides, we should probably face it to where this is here. Oh. Okay, I guess it's just facing that way. Whatever. Alright, so. The biggest problem is, of course, the design that we went with. Okay, so we need to move it one back, essentially. Other than that, it's basically good to go. We just need to move it one back, and everything else can fall into place. Okay, there we go. Okay, let's hop back up. Oops. Keep breaking holes in there. Not that I want to, but whatever. Alright. So now, what we do, properly, we place it here. So we've got to get the extension. Dark Oak Barrel is obviously going to be here. We're going to break these dials here. Okay. Gonna get the dirt here placed. Place the dirt here as well. Alright. Saw needs to be faced here. That is a given. Alright. The portable storage will place here. From there, we just place the 2 deployers. Not there. Place it... Place it that way and that way. Bada boom. Okay, we are going to need our Bonemeal, which I do believe was in our inventory at the time. And should still be in our inventory. Which doesn't seem to be the case anymore. I doubt I would have gone through all that Bonemeal in such a short time. I'm probably blind then. No, I'm not blind, because apparently it's gone. Huh. Okay, well, regardless, let's just set this up here. And I guess we will set in the Dark Oak Barrel right here for now. So we can figure it out. It's clear our Bonemeal's disappeared. I'm not sure where it went, but, you know, it's gone. That sucks. Place the Dark Oak planks here, just to give it some depth. Link these together. Link these together. At least I got my mushrooms, so that's not all bad. Yeah, that's annoying. Okay, so I guess my mushrooms have disappeared. Alright, well, regardless, this should work as intended. I don't think it was the speed that was the issue, it was more so me just not turning the machine on, so... At the very least, we can reduce the amount of, things that we've been using for this. Grab this. Want to get it one block further. So, one block here, there we go. Now we do a turn here, and then we do a shaft. Oh, whoops. There we go. Whoops. Alright, there we go. Now, once we actually set the machine up properly, we should be good. We just have to be careful of, accidentally placing Bonemeal. So we're actually going to have to set up a, little square that, yeah, we're going to have to set up a little square here. That doesn't actually hold any, dirt. Okay, it's going to be a bit wonky, but we will be able to make it happen. It's just a matter of getting some platforming done. It's annoying, but it's something that we can do. I'll just need to pave it around a little bit, and we should be good. So, we're probably going to rely on stone, I think. That's the simplest means of doing it. But we can go with theoretically anything, as far as I'm concerned. And you know what? I think I want to go with blackstone. No, not blackstone. Let's do something else. We do have plenty of wood types. What else do we have? We've got blackstone, we've got andesite, cobbled deep slates. Polished blackstone, not gonna cut it, nope. Got plenty of stone. Could try deep slate, I suppose. Yeah, we got cobbled deep slate. We could give that a go. Why not? Mason's workbench isn't gonna accommodate cobbled deep slate, though. That is something worth noting. How about calcitite? Calcitite could work. Let's go with laid calcitite bricks. Why not? It's basically like having a little platform of marble. Why not? Might look actually pretty good this way. We'll have to see. And worst case, we can always just make a barrier around it, so there you go. Okay, so the situation here is that we need to make sure that no dirt actually gets affected here. So we're just going to make a barrier here. Okay, there we go. Alright, and that's that. That'll get rid of all the problematic area bits here. Now we just gotta enclose the area, essentially. And there we go. That should prevent it from placing down Bonemeal on the landscape. And worst case, we can always just make a bit of a line here to mitigate that process. But I don't think we need to go that far for what I'm trying to do here. We'll have to see, though. For now, though, this should be ideal for a design. We are going to need more Bonemeal, though, because I've lost my supposed stack. Wherever that's gone, I have no idea, to be honest, so I'm gonna have to find a new one, or make a new one. But given the fact that we do have means to accomplish this, I just need a composter. We're gonna get a composter here. Bada boom. And if we have a surplus of a plant-based product, we can basically go about doing something with that. And ways are such as using this. It's not ideal, but it gets the job done. I mean, if we get something that's similar in nature, we should be fine. It does appear that warp blocks do work as a means to get Bonemeal as well. So that's nice. Okay, what else can we use? We've got more Bonemeal in here. So that's nice. Can use twisting vines, I think. We could probably make an automated version of this, even. And it would work equally as well, but honestly, a skeleton farm would also be equally as viable for these sorts of things. Regardless, we need as much Bonemeal as we could possibly get our hands on, so I'm just doing it that way. We could probably ditch the idea of getting more for now, and save it for a later rainy day. Okay, regardless, let's figure out how we're gonna get... Alright, so we need more Bonemeal, obviously, but that'll come later. We do have bones here, so we can just convert those. There we go. Don't have much in the way of other bones, so we'll have to leave that at that. So, 38 total Bonemeal for now. Until we can find another source. Which sucks, but, you know, that's just how the cookie crumbles sometimes. You're not given the luxury of when and where you're allowed to use it, so... yeah. Alright. With that, though, we now... just need to set things up. Alright, so... currently it turns the other way around, so we need to place with that in mind. So if it's going this way, we want the mushrooms to be placing first. So place the mushrooms there, place that there. place the Bonemeal on top there and place that there. There we go. Now, hopefully this doesn't affect us negatively. It's going to be placing there, so it should place on that singular red mushroom block, I do believe. So that is the hope here. Alright, regardless. Oops. Oh god. There we go. Oh, but it doesn't collect it, is the thing. Doesn't collect it, okay. Ow. Yeah, I'm starting to hate these creepers here. But then again, I'm at fault for not, you know, lighting up the place. Whatever, it's fine. It's not like I'm looking to make this bottom area pretty. I'm just looking to make it functional. God. But I do want to at least make it so it's not going to drown me. Jesus. Okay. God, I hate creepers. Ah, well. You reap what you sow here. Okay, there we go. That should be enough to set things up. Alright, so. Alright, so the issue is that it's not picking up the loot. So, that means this barrel isn't going to cut it. So we need an actual proper chest to stow the items. So, unfortunately, dark oak barrels are not the way of the future for these sorts of things. That is perfectly fine. I expect that we're going to need a normal Minecraft chest in order to accomplish this, or even an actual normal barrel here. For some reason, the sophisticated storage stuff should work, but it's not working in this case. So I guess it must mean that mushrooms are a particular fancy here. Or it's a particular issue that we need to overcome. So, with that in mind, we need to work out the kinks. So, I guess the best thing to do is the easiest thing that we could do is probably use a normal barrel. Or we use a chest. The chest would probably be the safest option, so I'm going to go with that first. But if it's not going to work, then that must mean that there's another issue that we can't overcome here. In which case, we're going to have to do something even more... we're going to have to do something a bit more... I wouldn't call it zealous, but I would certainly call it drastic. But yeah, we just placed a chest there. I guess we'll place a chest here. Why not? There we go. It's not ideal, chest, but if the chest works, then the barrel should work. Or a normal barrel should work. Ow. Now, if we set up this, quickly get some rest in. Catch a Z. Bada boom. Alright. Does this work? It does. Alright, and with that, that system is just going to slowly start funneling mushrooms through. That's, of course, assuming it doesn't, use it for the machine here. Ow. As for getting into here, let's just do a special maneuver here. We're gonna set one here to here. This will be our way of getting in and out for now, until we figure out a, solution to this issue. It does appear that barrels are not cutting it here, though. So we are gonna need to swap to chests, although we can swap to normal barrels. So if we do swap to normal barrels, that should be fine. We just need to make sure we have a filter system so that way we can actually get into a sophisticated barrel. And make sure we don't get an overestimation of materials. But I digress. Let's see. Is there an overflow sort of situation? We have a overflow destruction card, but that's not gonna cut it because that's applied in logistics. But that's besides the point. We don't need these barrels, but yeah, we're gonna have to make a normal barrel here, so we'll make 2 normal barrels and see how they fare, because I do believe this normal barrel will work as intended. And it should work for the purposes of our job. Worst case, it doesn't, and we're just stuck with a surplus of resource here. Let's see. Okay, this thing does have a ton of mushrooms in it, so we need an actual chest. Which seems to be the working theory here. We can't use a can't use those barrels for the other method, but we can certainly use it for, well, that chest there, at least. So there you go. Won't be able to do anything with those 2 things, so we will have to go back here. Alright, let's go get ourselves a proper normal chest, and then we can start filtering according that way. We'll do a double chest just to be safe, because we're going to have a lot of mushrooms by the time we're done. And of course, we're going to need to make sure... Well, I guess, no, it's going to have an infinite supply of mushrooms. So it's not like it's a big deal that it gets extra mushrooms, per se. Okay, Okay, how do you deposit the mushrooms then? Or the portable storage? Hold on. Okay, so we got the portable fluid and the portable storage interface. Okay, hold on. It can be tricky to access, obviously. This component can interact with storage without the need to stop the contraption. Yep. Place a second one with a gap of 1 or 2 blocks. There you go. Whenever they pass, they will exchange. The stationary interface will represent all inventories. Items can now be inserted. Good. Or extracted from the contraption using that. Okay. After no items have been extracted for a while, the contraption will continue on its way. As expected. Okay, so what we have to do is we have to use a belt system to deposit it. There is an easier way to go about this, though, and I do believe I can manage it. We just need to get a... We just need to do it creatively, and I got the perfect creative solution here. I just need to actually manage it, so... Now, of course, this does mean that we will need to chop this out a little bit further, but that's fine. We will worry about that when we worry about that. Okay, in order for this to work, we are going to need to get a... Well, obviously we need the proper material here. Okay, we'll leave that alone for now. I think it's probably for the best that I turn this off for now, in favor of these circumstances. Did I turn it off? I did. There we go. I've used up all the bone meal, but I've gotten a lot of, yeah, we got a lot of mushrooms, to say the least. It's not an ideal circumstance, but, you know, we're gonna need more mushrooms anyways for the future, so... We will have to, make this an infinite resource somehow. And I think we're gonna have to make an automatic bone meal farm as well, on top of everything, in order to make this a proper setup. So the current issue with this is that we need to shoot out items into a inventory. There is an easy way to go about this, but we are going to need to do some extensions, as it were. So we're going to cut this out. We need to move this storage interface one block up, I do believe. So... here's what I'm thinking. Instead of using 2 here, I'm going to use 1. We are going to cut this, make it that long as expected. But instead of this, we want to do a stair block instead. Not perfect, but it'll get the job done. And you know what? I'm going to probably grab a bunch of wood just so I can fancy it up a little bit. Because I do believe the same difference can be done with a normal barrel now. So we should be able to make this work. So if we get a... okay, we don't need the spruce, we need dark oak, which we do not have, apparently. Huh. I guess I must have ran out. Yeah, I guess I ran out. That's weird. Okay. Alright, well, I guess we will have to find another way. We can always get more, to be fair, so... here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take a small 5-minute break again. I'm going to do something real quick, and then when I return, we're going to harvest some dark oak, and then we will go back to the machine, and then we will go grab what we can. We'll use the mechanical saw in order to make that happen, though, so yeah. Just going to quickly deposit a bunch of this stuff, because I don't need it. Alright, there we go. But yeah, no, I'm going to take a small 5-minute break, and when I return, we will get back into it. See you guys then. Okay, I'm back. Apologies for the delay. Alright, so, with this we've got to, right, I forgot I need the handle. But we need to go get ourselves some dark oak. I personally prefer that over anything else when it comes to barrels and transport. So that's what we're going to be doing. Thankfully, there is plenty of trees around that do provide dark oak. And we can always grow our own once we've set up a system over there. It's just a matter of time, more than anything. So yeah, we need to set up with that in mind. So we are gonna start by dealing with this dark oak here. And we're just gonna move on through tree to tree to tree until we're done. That is, of course, gonna take time, but, you know, we have time. We're gonna grab what we can, and we'll be good to go. Hello, Worstwig. Okay. Got a few specialty trees here. These are probably dark oaks, yep. Bada boom. Grab what we can here. We're gonna get a ton of apples at least, so there's that. Spruce. Then we got these. We'll aim for this direction, I suppose. We are gonna be breaking some leaves here, just to help alleviate the issue a bit. Alright, let's cut this direction. Boom. At least get the wood. That's the important part here. Nice. Alright, all that wood should help us quite a bit in our endeavors. It does appear that the more we leave these grass alone, the more it's going to start growing on its own. Before we do, before we do anything, we're going to need to rest, because last thing we want is to be working at night. Because mobs love to play around at night, obviously. But yeah. Should be able to handle this quite easily, I do believe. What I will do is definitely start by making a crafting bench, so I don't have to go to and from, back and forward, and all that jazz. So we will start with that. Alright. Crafting table, just to start us off. There we go. We are going to need some stairs. Bada boom. And then just do this. There we go. This is important. Well, ish. But I digress. We are going to break this barrel here. Or this chest, rather. There we go. And we want to put in the normal dark oak barrel as opposed to... Yeah, no, we just want a barrel. There we go. Place that there. Let's place the mushrooms in. So far, so good. There we go. We're going to take a full stack here. Put that in. And put the rest in here for now, because we are going to be needing to put that there. Alright, and let's see. We want to take this. We'll put this here temporarily, but we are going to mainly use it to connect the machine, which is where? Oh, did I put it away? God dang it. I know which chest too, which sucks, but whatever. We'll get the job done, it's just a matter of time. Alright. Okay, so in here, boom. Portable storage interfaces. We need 2 of them at least. We are going to need a funnel, I believe. So let's make a funnel. Yeah, so a funnel is going to require an andesite machine, which we currently don't have. So we're going to have to make more, andesite casing, which does require some stripped wood, which I can easily accomplish by getting some stripped wood here. We'll go with spruce because it's the easiest to accomplish. Okay. There we go. Now we've got all that. Now we just go over here, grab the excess andesite that we got here. Then we're going to chop a bunch of wood here. Or at least trim it as much as we can. There we go. Bada boom. Grab all that. There we go. Oh, right. Forgot. I forgot I had to place the andesite in it. Okay, there we go. Alright, there we go. Now we got all those pieces that we need. Took a bit of effort, but we managed in the end. Eat some food. Alright. Now, if we take the mechanisms here, there we go. We can make a ton of andesite casings. There we go. We'll just take all those. Bada boom. Put the rest away for now. There we go. Now let's see. We need a andesite funnel. So we just need one of those. There we go. And then we need a chute. A chute is easily done. We just need 2 iron plates and 1 iron. Okay, we are going to toss the spruce, the dark oak there for now. And now we just need the iron. Specifically 3. There we go. Do we have more chutes? Yes, we do. Okay, I can use these. Never mind. And then we can just have another barrel set up so that way we can actually store the items. So there you go. Alright, I think I got everything that we need here. So it's just a matter of doing the process here. Alright, so place the storage interface the right way around. There we go. Place the other storage interface facing this way. Oh, whoops. We don't actually have extra dirt, so we should probably grab that. Oh, lovely. Creeper. Not gonna be touching that with a 10-foot pole, that's for sure. Alright, with that, we get a singular andesite funnel, like so. We then get a chute. Yeah, I guess a chute would do. Yeah, you know what? It's probably easier if I just use a proper double chest here. There we go. It's not perfect, but it'll have to do. Alright, and with that, I do believe if we turn the machine on, it's going to deposit the rest of the things away properly. So, if we just right-click. Right, I forgot that I need to attach it. Ow. God dang it. Well, there goes another bit of the wall that I'm gonna have to fix. Jeez. Oh well. Kinda used to it at this point, like, geesh. Grab everything there. Okay. Where was I? Ah, yes. Let's just break these, I suppose. There we go. We need to glue everything together, which is what I forgot. Like, so we place it like that. There we go. Then we place in the portable storage. There we go. Get the glue. Alright, there we go. That should work now. Alright. Or so it should. Hold on. Portable storage interface. Hold on. Do I need something specific? It is connecting. It represents all the inventories on the contraption. Yep. Items can then be inserted or extracted from the contraption, as intended. After no items have been exchanged for a while, it would start moving again. So you can insert it with a hopper, which will go into the machine, and then you can export it using a mechanism. It doesn't appear that you can export it Well, you can export it with an andesite funnel, you just have to use a belt, it seems. And I don't think the belts work with this, so we're gonna need to create our own belt, essentially. That is gonna hold the mechanism, essentially. So, yeah, no, we're gonna need a entire belt dedicated to this, so... I mean, there is an easy way to go about this. We just need to get some materials from the base. And if we connect it to a proper barrel at the end, we can actually just deposit it from there, and then we should be good. Don't even need to do too much with this. I just need to get a belt in and deposit the items that way. So if we go into here, we've got mechanical belts, so we can easily do that. And we just need to provide it with a means of power, and we should be good. And I do believe that can be easily done with using some cogwheel shenanigans. Alright. I guess I could also use more of these, to be fair. I've got an idea. Now it's a question of whether it would work or not, because that's another thing entirely. Alright. So, let's assume that we want the end point to be, let's say, here. Okay. We're going to want to set up an end point, or another point here. There we go. So this will be just a starting point here that we can worry about. There we go. That's going to connect it to there. And I do believe... Oh, it's going in, actually. Hold on. We need this to go out, is the thing. There we go, that should lead out. Is that the problem? Was it just that the andesite funnel was not, plugged out? I don't know. Whatever. It don't matter. Alright, as far as I'm concerned, we will just go with the dark oak barrel here. We're gonna set it this way, because we can. Alright. Put this here. You know, actually... Let's do it this way. Yeah, no, if I do it this way, then I can, Yeah, let's set the dark oak barrel here. And then... put this dirt here for now. That's not going to cut it. But I can certainly cut this hole here. Got hummus here, that's fine. Just set the dark oak barrel here, set the andesite funnel here, there we go. That's going to just funnel into the area. And if we just cut into here. We can go into here. There we go. And then we just need to do the same thing here. And link these. Of course, that is going to require some effort on our part, but I digress. We are going to need some more of the shafts, but that is an easy fix because we do have the andesite necessary for it. So, all we gotta do is just get more andesite, and then we're basically good. Took a bit longer than usual just to get this all set up, but, you know, planning this setup is always the biggest part of a project, so there you go. We're gonna go with 56 here, there we go. The rest can just stay in there for now, as far as I care. We just need the shafts in bulk, that's all. And the question of whether this works or not is a hard maybe. I'm sort of relying on, I'm sort of just relying on luck at this point. Well, maybe a mixture of that and a few other things. Okay, there we go. Now, if we take the mechanical belt here, we have connected it to one end. We just now need to go up and around by doing this. Done. And while it's not the most perfect outcome here, by transportation means, it's doing its job. That's the important part. Now we just need to upgrade the andesite belt to a brass, or the andesite funnel to a brass funnel. And we've basically got ourselves a proper transport for items. Now, of course, we can extend this belt size, or length, by just simply building the wall further. And we can simply mimic this design, essentially. And it should do just as easily as everything else here. The same can be said for anything that we do beyond this point. So, it's just a matter of time. We are still going to need to deal with the Bonemeal issue, which is a minor problem, I must admit. But at the same time, Bonemeal is easily accommodated. We can easily make that happen. It's just a matter of doing it right, essentially. But yeah, no, that's going to store all of our resources there that we get. Of course, we're going to need to scrap certain things, probably do a better job of it. But for now, it's the bare bones that we need. Now, I guess the only other thing to do is either extend it or simply just leave it as is. I'm going to extend it so I can at least say I did the mushroom farms, but I don't think we'll be able to get to the crimson or the warped fungus, I do believe. We'd need infinite bone meal for that, and even then I don't think I'm confident I'll be able to get that. Not for this time, anyways. We'd have to do a lot more effort on our part if we want to get more bone meal. Regardless, I'll grab the dirt that we get in excess here, because we are going to be using that for the purposes of this task. Oh. Gotta be careful. But yeah, no, that's going to be just processing on its own. We'll need to then get brown mushrooms on top of everything. It's a slow process to pump all that out, but hey, it's fine. Just means that it's going to take less time for us. Well, it won't be as pressing to handle this issue. Regardless, I've got the setup for red mushrooms now. We've got an infinite supply of those. And we should be good. We just need to sort everything out and we should be good. Alright. And of course, we can set it into different barrels, to be fair. And it would work all the same. Alright, but yes, no, for now, let's just toss everything we don't need in here. Okay. We'll keep the shoots just in case. Shroom light can go in our offhand because it's always a good tool for lighting. Alright, what else do we need? Already got another barrel, so we don't need that. We are going to need to make ourselves a... Wait, hold on. We've already got 2 other portable storage interfaces. We've already got a mechanical saw, technically, but that is for personal cutting, not for the method that we're employing currently. Theoretically, we could just have a gantry carriage, you know, with a mechanical saw and that machine. So we could theoretically make it easier by having a gantry carriage slide back and forward in a rotation to just gather the resources that way instead. It would work in hindsight, and it wouldn't require us so much mechanisms on the bottom. But I think I'm going to go with this method because it seems like more fun. Or at least it seems interesting. Regardless. Alright, let's make another one. So we need the oak stairs, obviously. We need a new saw, so that is going to require 6 iron and 1 copper. So 1 copper. Iron should be in here. Yep. For some reason, but whatever. Alright. Do the copper and iron like this. Put that in with the mechanism. Whoop. Alright, we got a new mechanical saw. We're going to need a new turntable, which shouldn't be too hard to make. Well, we don't need a turntable, but we do need something similar. We need a mechanical bearing, so we need a shaft and a slab. I think we have everything in our inventory, except for the andesite casing, it seems. Easy fix. We just grab the andesite casing we have in bulk, and we go from there. Bada boom. Alright, andesite casing has been made. We'll sleep. And then we will finish off this machine. I'll probably optimize it another time. I'm just going to go through the mushrooms for now. It was a tedious process just to figure it out, but... Oh, right, hold on, before we go. There is 2 more machines that we need to make. We need the placers for the Bonemeal and, of course, the mushroom type. Which we already have the mushroom type on us. It's the Bonemeal we lack. Can we use a rib bone to get some Bonemeal? We can use it to get 5 bones and then get Bonemeal. I don't want to use too many of these because these skeleton drops are actually really important. Well, not important, but it's still a good thing to keep them. Because they can be converted to something else. But, I'm rambling at this point. Once again. And yes, we need to get 2 more brass hands. So we need 8 brass ingots. Yep. And we need 2 of the andesite, I believe. Yep, 2 andesite. And then we should be good. Alright. So let's press the brass down into ink plates. And once all those are done, we can get our job done. Alright. Now, of course, I can go with the other method of the gantry shaft method, which is probably going to be easier to do. So I'm going to probably swap it over to a gantry shaft next time, or some other method, but regardless, I'm going with this method for now because it is one option that we can go with. And I kind of want to do it this way, personally, so we will swap it out maybe next time, depending how I feel. Regardless, we just need 2 deployers here. We've got the mushrooms, we got the bone meal, we got everything that we should need. We got a crafting table over there for making new wooden parts, if need be. Or at least dark oak wooden parts, I should say. And we just gotta simply duplicate this method here on this side. Right, we forgot the calcitite. My bad. God. Okay. God, I'm having a horrible time jumping. There we go. Got it. Alright. Now we need calcitite. And just to be sure, I'm going to make extra, just to be safe. Alright, so calcitite is in here. We've got the laid ones. We're going to use 22 here in order to get another set of calcitite. There we go, calcitite bricks. We've got 43. This should be just barely enough. Worst case, we will just fill it in for later, but yeah. It's not anything too complex. Alright. Now, we take these. Okay. Just barely enough. Damn. Okay. As for the center, we want to go one block in. So this is the center here. We then want to place a mechanical bearing here. We then need a normal barrel, which I've ended up putting away for some reason. Stupid me. You know what? I can just make one here. It's fine. Just make a normal barrel here. There we go. Just out of dark oak. Alright, so barrel goes here. There we go. Dark oak stairs go here and here for a portable storage interface right here, facing our cells here. There we go. And we'll just quickly break these. There we go. And bada bing, bada boom. Alright, there we go. Done and done. Place in a dark oak here. And we put in the mechanical saw right here. There we go. And then we put the pointers on the side. Facing this way. There we go. Yep, facing this way. Facing this way. There we go. Basically same design. Just a matter of following the same, you know, principle here. We just need to put the pointer here. Or we put the shaft here, rather. Like so. And instead of locking it to this area, we will not only put the shaft here, out. There we go. But we will carry the belt not from there, but all the way to here. There we go. It's a longer belt, but it gets the job done as intended. And probably the best part is that we can actually connect it over to here as well. So if we use a belt here as well. Oh, right. We're going to have to actually set it up. Hold on. It seems I got a bunch of dirt here, so I'll grab that while I'm here. There we go. Alright, there we go. We now place a... Yeah, let's place a shaft here. There we go. Now we take the final mechanical belt that we have, and we should be able to... There we go. We've connected it there, so now, with ease, if we were to set up a... Where's the large gears? We have put the large gears away. Dang it. No biggie, we've got plenty of wood still, so we can just make 2 more. Bada boom. Alright, 2 large gears, done and done. So all we gotta do is just place a shaft here, place a large cog here, large cog on the bottom, shaft on the top there we go. And I do believe, as long as we connect everything, we're basically golden. So now, all we gotta do, connect the glue to here. Alright, hold on. Forgot to turn it off. Alright, it stopped turning, that's good. Now, glue everything together. Like so. Alright, everything is now set up. This is going to... You know, I guess this is going to turn everything here, so... it's turning the same rotation as the other one, so... All we really gotta do is just make sure that it's... Yeah, so... For the one here, we wanted to place mushrooms. So this places mushrooms, this cuts a tree, this bonemeal's a tree, and then we just flip it through. Alright, so... This is going to go into mushrooms here. We filtered that. There we go. Alright, this is going to put bone meal here. Put that there for now. And now we just need to get another one here, and we should be good. Just set up a block here for now. Then we put in the portal storage interface there. Then we drop in the chute, or the andesite funnel, as it were. There we go. And that'll deposit everything from there. We don't necessarily need anything from here. Oh, grab that. And we can do some stairs just to give it some flair, if need be. Which I'm probably going to do. Here we go. Get some stairs. Done and done. There we go. That should work. Nothing too crazy, it's just a nice little design. And with that, I do believe we can turn this on. We should be good. Okay, right click. And it should start, yep, as expected. Oh. Apparently, it's liking to grow mushrooms there as well, huh? I'm not sure why it's growing on earth slime, but you know what? I'm not going to complain. We can always just fix that by placing down some wood instead. There we go. We'll leave it like that for now. That should be good. It's going to get the job done, and it's going to produce a bunch of mushrooms, so whatever. As long as it's doing its job, that's all I care about. But yeah. I think for now, as much as I want to say I want to continue, I'm not feeling all that well, so I'm probably going to make this an early stream. I've been streaming already for like crazy amounts of time. I apologize if you guys were looking forward to me actually getting into making the other farms here, which is the warped fungus and the crimson fungus. But I mean, we've basically got the core mechanics for everything here. These are literally just pre-harvesters that will cover literally everything that we make, for the most part. I'm not sure why it likes to plant, though, on those. Yeah, I have no idea why it likes to plant that way. It's really weird, but whatever. I can probably fix that by placing something else, but regardless. I think that just seems to be working for the brown mushrooms. I'm not sure why it's doing that, but whatever. Not my problem. I'll figure it out later. And worst case, I can always do another method. So it's not like it's the end of the world. But yeah. I can always just slow the process down. It's not like it's a big game changer what happens here. But regardless. The same process would effectively happen on the crimson fungus, and it would basically happen on the warp fungus. But as you can see, I seem to be like triggering in and out of like consciousness for some reason. Well, maybe not to that degree, but I'm doing something, to say the least. But yeah, no, it's been oh, it's just doing things. Honestly, it's not that big a deal if it plants it. It's not like it's going to grow anything here. And worst case, I do believe the mechanical saw will cover it, so we'll be fine. But yeah, no, that bone meal is going to do its job. It's going to deposit everything into there. Whoops. But yeah, no, we're going to get brown mushrooms. We're going to get red mushrooms. This is going to be our farm, essentially, of both types of mushroom. This is going to allow us to make more of these mushrooms, which will in turn allow us even more deposits here. We are going to need to set up a mechanism on top here that has a belt that filters out specific items. So what we'll probably do is we'll have andesite belts dedicated to specific objects, because I do believe... Oh no, wait, you can't filter. Okay. So we will need actually to get brass belts, which do deposit stacks, mind you. So we can get like a stack of bone meal here and then just deposit like one every now and again. Or we could do it on the side, to be fair, because we don't necessarily need to overload it. And besides, once it's done, it's basically done. I'm going to call this the whale method. Because they kind of look like whales. Albeit a really weird whale. I guess I could call it the fish method as well, because it's got flapping limbs, whatever it is. We could go duck method, we could go fish method. Regardless of the method, this is going to be the method that I'm going to be using for, well, at least for now. I'm going to be using this weird method to basically harvest mushrooms. Next stream, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be focusing on these two mushrooms. We're going to probably duplicate these, you know, machines. And we will try and set up a belt to where we can start depositing certain items into the area. Because right now, the core thing that we need to put in these here is the warped and Nylium fungi. Because if we can't do those, then we are basically just dooming ourselves to not get more of both of those trees. So yeah, we're going to see about trying to mass produce those two by using bone meal. Because it doesn't seem like it's going to grow anytime soon unless we facilitate some growth. But I digress. I'm going to wrap it up here. I hope you guys enjoyed today's stream, despite the short nature of it. I know I did. And I will see you guys next stream. Take care, everybody, and have a good day.